everyone, it's Jane. Welcome to Daily Dose, the show where we talk about the hottest topics in K-pop. Where today, EXO apparently wants you to call them daddy. What? So as all of you probably know, EXO is getting ready for a comeback this month, and while fans were trying to do some snooping to see what that comeback might entail, it led to some EXO-L pandemonium this week. Basically, a fan found EXO's name in the credits section of MSA Agency's creative directors and choreographers Napoleon and Tabitha Dumos's resume. Now, according to these credits, they've worked with SM before, but the thing that was a bit weird was that they were credited for working with EXO on a song called Call Me Daddy. Yeah. Now, this is when EXO-L went into FBI mode. Listen, they don't play. Because they searched and they found this song called Call Me Daddy on the SoundCloud of a producer called Danja. And you're probably wondering, this is just a coincidence. How did they know that this was the song they were referring to? Basically, they unearthed his Instagram, and based on pics he uploaded, it was clear that he was working with SM in some capacity. So putting those two together, this Call Me Daddy is most likely the Call Me Daddy we're looking for. Now, I heard the song. Let me tell you, EXO, they're growing up because, there's some mature content. But what I found really funny about this whole ordeal is that I basically realized there's two types of EXO-L. Ones who found out that EXO-L's next title track might be Call Me Daddy and reacted like this. Call me daddy? What the heck, SM? This better be a joke. And then the ones that reacted like this. Call me daddy? My body is ready. The thirst is real, huh? The thirst is real, woo. Now, basically at this point, people have been coming to the conclusion that, this is just a demo and the final song won't be called Call Me Daddy, similar to how SNSD original demo for I Got a Boy was called Put a Shiner on Ya, or the original version of SHINee's Juliet was Corbin Blue, King Corbin, let me not stand like my 6th grade self. His version was called Deal With It. But honestly, I don't know what to believe at this point, because why would Napoleon and Tabitha, or on a first name basis for some reason, put the demo version title on their resume? Anyway, their comeback is closing in, so we'll know soon enough. But honestly, if this is the song they're coming back with, I listened to it and I actually didn't like it that much. So hopefully SM does some remixing and some tweaking if this is what they're releasing. Moving on to Megan Lee. Yes. So as you guys know, because I actually talked about this before, singer Megan Lee last year got into some trouble when she filed a lawsuit against her record label The Soul Shop in order to get out of her contract. Now, with each side throwing stones, as some of you guys remember, one of the things that her company said that she did was, without telling them, go over to America and do some audition there, which was proof that she was actually the one disregarding her contract. Now, this is what I want you to do. I want you to hold that thought, because now I want you to go back and remember when it was revealed that Nick Cannon was working on some kind of K-pop, influenced or centric show for Nickelodeon. And now we're here. This week it was revealed through a trailer that Megan Lee would be starring in Nickelodeon's new show Make It Pop, which is supposed to have some elements of K-pop, like there's these K-pop girls. I don't really get it, guys. Now, I saw the trailer. I couldn't actually see it that well because I was side-eyeing the whole time. But overall, it was cheesy. And honestly, I was about to come here and drag it, but then I realized, me being the 67-year-old woman I am, I'm not really Nickelodeon's target market. So maybe to younger kids, this actually might be fun and cool. And also, I was reading up on this and I saw some K-pop fans trying to drag Megan, saying what a fool for her to leave the glorious K-pop life to come to some lame Nickelodeon show. But I need you guys to, real quick, for those fans, just take off your K-pop stan goggles. Real quick, I'm gonna have a moment with you. I feel like at this point, we cannot just turn a blind eye to the fact that the K-pop industry is really, really rough. I mean, you always hear really crazy work hours that your bias has, or crazy diets they go on. And I feel like, and I might be assuming this, please correct me if I'm wrong, since she was born in America and kind of raised in America, she kind of has a different mindset as to what is right and wrong when it comes to working conditions. And with that mindset, the industry that's already hard becomes 10 times harder. So maybe this corny show, I don't know why I'm using quotation marks because it actually is corny, might be happiness to her. Anyway, good luck to her and the 3 episodes of Make It Pop that will air. Moving on This week, Forbes Korea released their 2015 list for top power celebrities, where they, calculate, who is top in like sales, media exposure, TV, things like that. And this year, boy group EXO came up on top as #1, also making them the first boy group to do so. Now, of course, congratulations to EXO, and great for them. But I feel like what was making waves and what everyone was focusing on was the fact that SNSD, who was #1 last year, is now #9 this year. Now, to be fair, they had dating scandals. Mr. wasn't that big of a hit, but a lot of people are speculating this is the repercussions and the start of the big hit that's going to come to SNSD popularity and worth now that Jessica's no longer in the group. Now, at first, I thought, no, come on guys, that's kind of ridiculous. But then I started reading up that Jessica actually had a lot of, solo photo shoots, CFs, appearances that really added to SNSD overall worth, exposure, and name. So naturally, not being able to add her solo ventures kind of takes a hit to the group. But honestly, I still think it's really impressive that they're in the top 10 and they're the highest ranked girl group. And shout outs to my girl Sister, who also made the top 10, being 10. And of course to any other idol group who made the list. Well, that's it for today, but as always, guys, I want to know what you think about the topics I talked about. Do you think EXO is really about to come back with a song called Call Me Daddy? And has there ever been something that you had to facepalm, cringe, or you just wish wasn't so when it comes to your bias group, whether that was a concept they have, a song they had, a gag they did, anything, guys? Sometimes our bias are embarrassing. Except you, Rain. You could never embarrass me. Do you think Megan made the right decision by leaving the K-pop world and joining Nickelodeon's Make It Pop? And are you gonna watch the show? Do you have any expectations for the show? Do you think it's gonna flop? And last but not least, do you think SNSD fall in the Forbes list has anything to do with hashtag Jessica's impact? Let me know down below, and see you next time on Daily Dose. Nay nay.